Hello Camp Ideas and welcome back to Story and Craft Time. I am Miss Haley and this week we will be reading How the Crayons Saved the Rainbow. We'll also be doing a cloud rainbow project right at the end, so stick around. How the Crayons Saved the Rainbow, written by Monica Sweeney, illustrated by Feronia Parker Thomas. The sun and the clouds were best friends. They worked together to keep the earth warm and gardens growing. But of all the things they did together, their very favorite was making rainbows so that the whole world was colorful and happy. Then one day, the sun and the clouds had a big fight. The clouds were blocking the sun, and the sun couldn't shine through to the earth. The sun went sizzle, sizzle, sizzle at the clouds, and the clouds went clap, bang, boom, back. They stopped being friends and were never in the sky together again. With the sun and clouds far apart, it was scorching hot on some days, and damp and cold on others. And worst of all, there were no more rainbows. Without rainbows, the flowers, streams, and even cities started to lose their color. Soon, the earth was black and white. But in one little town, in one little school, in one little desk, there was one little forgotten box of crayons, and the crayons still had their colors. The desk rattled, shook, clambered, and clanked. All of a sudden it toppled over and the box of crayons tumbled. Ah! I'm naked! Yippee! Get off me! The crayons started to search for the colors. They raided marker bins and tore through art projects, but everything as far as they could see was only black and white. Hey! Where are all the colors? Woe is me! I'm out of here. The crayons looked out the window. The sun was all the way to one side of the sky looking angry, and the clouds were all the way to the other, looking gloomy. Who made all the colors go away? This is so sad. This is terrible. If oranges aren't orange, do I even exist? What about daffodils and butter? I miss all the colors. We can't even draw rainbows together now. Wait, that's it! We need to save the rainbows! So the crayons started drawing little rainbows all over town. But nothing happened. The sun and the clouds didn't seem to notice. We have to make our rainbows bigger, Violet said. Working together, the crayons drew and scribbled. They made the biggest, brightest, most colorful rainbow the world had ever seen. Ever so slowly the sun perked up, and the clouds floated in for a closer look. The sun and the clouds both peered down, admiring the giant rainbow that the crayons had drawn. What bright colors, said the sun. It's incredible, said the clouds. They looked at each other with great big smiles. The sun said to the clouds, Remember when we used to be together all the time and make rainbows? The clouds nodded. I'm sorry for going clap, bang, boom at you. I'm sorry for going sizzle, sizzle, sizzle at you, said the sun. It's better being friends, said the sun, and the clouds agreed. They hugged. The sun shined brightly and the clouds misted happy rain. Ever so slowly, rainbows reappeared near and far, turning the world colorful once again. The end. The supplies we will be needing this week are white paper, scissors, glue stick, and rainbow color construction paper, every color that you can find, and finally, one any color crayon, marker, or colored pencil. Our first step is to take our white paper and our crayon, pencil, or marker, and you're going to draw a big cloud shape. It should take up most of your paper. So about this size, to be nice and fluffy. Once you have that, you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut it out. With your cloud cut out, you're going to pick one side. I'm going to choose the side that does not have colored pencil marks on it, and I am going to give him a little face. There we go. There is my face. Then once you have that done, you're going to take your construction paper and you're just going to do one strip of every color. So it should be about this thick to start with. You may need to trim it down so it'll fit on your cloud. And then you should do that with each color that you have. So here is my green, blue, and purple, orange, red, and yellow. Now if you have some extra shades in there, like I have a darker green and a lighter blue, you can also use them. They just need to all be able to fit on your cloud together. Once they're all cut out, you're going to be taking your glue stick or glue and putting it all around the bottom of your cloud. So all across the bottom here. And then you can put them in any order that you'd like across the bottom. You start with red, orange, and with them all glued across, there is your rainbow cloud. Now if this craft was a little too quick and easy for you, stick around. I'm going to show you how to make it a little bit more complicated. But if not, I will see you on Wednesday with our next story. Okay, so if you are looking to do a little bit more with our craft this week, you're going to need your scissors again. And just with the papers that are already glued to our cloud, you are going to make them a little thinner. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to make them a little wavier too. Now, you do not need to make yours this thin. It's more important that they're wavy, so they could be a little bit thicker than that. I'll show you how that looks with the orange. So it could be thicker too, and it's okay if they're a little bit pointy. We're going to be covering up the thicker parts of the waves. If you have scraps left over from previous projects, I recommend you use them now. And basically what we're going to be doing, we're going to be making raindrop shapes with our paper. So just like that. And then I am going to be gluing them. Red is not going to go on our red wave. I'm going to put our red raindrops on our orange piece of paper, and I'm going to do that with each of them. So I lost a couple of pieces of paper. I will glue them back on in a second, but we will have red raindrops on our orange strip, orange raindrops on our yellow strip, yellow on green, green on blue, and blue on purple. Now if you used extra colors like I did, you will have yellow on light green on green, and then green on dark blue, and then dark blue on light blue. And I will show you how that looks in a moment. Alright, and there we go. Each little rainbow strip has about 4 raindrops on each part. So that is the finished product, and I hope to see you next time.